Hi everyone, this is KILZ from 99 Gaming, and this is Chill with KILZ live gameplay. It has been a rough morning, so you guys know it's very casual that we do this in the morning. I wasn't sure what I was going to stream, what we're going to talk about, and I've got multiple devices going on. So I decided to go in and talk a little bit about March to War. I do have some Walking Dead Road to Survival going on. There's a raid tournament, there's a level up tournament, so I'm doing some stuff there. But when you're working with a lot of different devices, I just need wireless everything, that's all. And I'm so excited about iPhone 8, iPhone 10, because I don't play a lot from my phone. I do play some, but I just want to be able to lay everything down on a charging pad and just charge it, because I've got so many different devices that I'm streaming from. So, thanks everybody. Appreciate all you guys being here. Am I coming through loud and clear? Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So, already had bacon and eggs. Yeah, that's what I had as well. I rock. Bacon and eggs for breakfast was awesome. If you guys can hear me okay, just give me a real quick 999. And also, I did put up the sports stream. I usually try to get these at 11, not 11:30, so I was running a little bit behind. So it's almost like I have to finish one thing and then run right over to the other thing, because today is NFL football. So, you know, we got some things to talk about. Hopefully it should be okay. Some people are picking me up, some people are not. If you can, I was going to say if you can't hear me, then refresh, but you couldn't hear me in order to refresh. All right, good. At least I'm getting the masses in. Most people are popping in. So we are going to talk about gaming. We're going to talk about bully gaming. We're going to talk about pay-to-play gaming. And I'm going to save some of the other chat. So it's going to be a busy day for everybody. Just so you guys know what's going on. We're going to talk about this gaming stream. I'm going to show you a couple of things, tutorial if you decide to play this game. We're going to talk about a couple other things that are out there, some releases. Then we're going to move into 99 Sports, and we're going to talk fantasy football and some of the pick'ems for today. And then later on tonight, we are going to ramp back up our Walking Dead talk. So I'll have a live stream tonight. I think it's probably going to be around, I'm thinking around 8 o'clock. So I know a lot of you football fans can still watch Sunday Night Football. So sometime between 7:30 and 8, we will talk Walking Dead, because it's just been a little while since we got together and done some of those things. So I did see the question. I see some people starting to stream. Why do so many people hate 999 gaming in these games? Let me clarify. See, here's the thing. And I can say whatever in world, and people are either going to believe it or not believe it. And I'm going to start doing some Walking Dead March to War videos. I'm not a bully when it comes to these games, but I do have people who have started playing March to War and wanted to try it out. You know, they get to level 11, level 12, and then somebody from another faction that sees 999 gaming and they think it's a big deal because, you know, you're on YouTube, blah, blah, whatever. And they hit a couple lower level players that are just trying to learn the game and play the game. I understand attacking and teaching them, but some of these attacks, they're obsessive. They, 5 or 6 people just go in and hit the same person over and over again. And when you're new and you're not sure if you want to spend money on a game or you just want to play it, then what's going to happen to some of these players is they're going to quit. And if I'm asking people to come and try something, obviously it's futile for them to come in and play and then quit the game. So over the last couple of days, what I've been doing is when I start hearing or seeing these multiple spam attacks come in, and this is not my main account, by the way, this is another account that I'm working on. I just want to show you guys this. I'm going to talk a little bit about gameplay. What I've been doing is using my main account, which is level 20, and just teleporting in and just teaching some of these people a lesson. So, but what happens is, of course, when you're the second person, it's like football, right? Somebody does something, and then you're the second person that does it, then it becomes a big deal and shows up in the forums and blah, blah, blah. You know, this guy's camping me, etc. So yesterday and today in World, I keep hearing like, I'm a bully player, or these factions are going to get back at some of my players. Well, the only reason why I'm attacking is because these factions are hitting my lower level players. One of these factions, CSN, has hit some of our players in our factions over 100 times. And then 1 or 2 of our players hit a couple of their players back, and then it was like the end of the world, right? Oh, you guys are in for it now. It's all out war. First of all, let me explain something. CSN, a lot of those players were beta players before the game got a general release. So they've been playing the game for about 3 to 4 weeks longer than most other players. Some of them are free-to-play players. So they've gotten up to level 16 or 17, and then other players are 12 or 13, and they're able to kind of pick some of these players off. That's why it kind of frustrates me that it's not a level playing field. They should have taken everything away from the beta players, if you want to be perfectly honest, and said everybody gets a reset from scratch. Or given people an extra month in order to level up their stuff. So, what do you guys want to talk about? I'm going to go back and forth because I'm just going to kind of get on my own little world here and show you just a couple things of how scoring works. Obviously, you can see up in the top right corner, I have made some purchases on this account. There's 18,000 coins just sitting there with this one. I will tell you on my main account, it's over 200,000 coins. It is loaded for bear. Loaded for bear. And I can port for days, I can ceasefire for months, and I can pick and choose whoever I want to hit. So I'm just getting it out there that if you're picking on my players, I'm probably going to port in, smash a couple of your players, ceasefire, and then port out, and go get my 8 hours sleep. So this is a lower account that I have. It's still pretty good because I think it is level, what's level? Is it level 16? It's level 15, so it's still a level 15 account. Now, here's the real secret to this game. You can't play the game every 10 to 12 hours because if you do get attacked, your survivors are going to go into triage. And here's where you get those survivors. You can go in, you can manage, and you can see I've got a whole lot of epics in there, right? Some 30s, some 23s, some 30s. So this is a pretty good account. I do still need to level it up. But a lot of people get obsessed with this score. You can see up near the top where the fist is. So my power is 782. Power is not just a reflection of how powerful you are. So let me explain that. The best I can come up with I haven't came up with an exact formula. There is something out there. Power is based on the buildings that you level. But if you level your headquarters and you level your barracks, it allows you to level up your survivors and your legends. So for example, you can go in and see my legends. If I go to Manage Council, you can see I got Aaron, Amira, Andrea, Carl, Dwight, Gabrielle, Herschel, Michonne, Negan, Rosita. So the only two I need to unlock on this account are Rick and Jesus. Now, why is that important? It's important because you can send people out and you can level them up. So for example, if this is Survivor Barracks level 15. So if you go to Info at level 15, it means your maximum survivor level is 30. This is very important if you want to attack people because your level is always going to be your headquarter level. So what that means is if you see somebody level 15, the absolute highest their survivors can be is level 30. So if you have level 30 and they have level 30 and you see a level 15, you shouldn't really have to worry a whole lot about it. Now, if you have an account like mine where my other one, which is level 20, you can see your maximum survivor level is going to be 40. Where is it? 41, sorry. No, 40. And then after you get to 20, you can only go up one per shot here. So the maximum you can get to is 50. And that's really cool. So what that tells you is that once you get to 20, if you're not spending money, there's going to be a log jam. So I have 25 survivors, maximum level 40. Which to me tells me I'm not really worried about a bunch of level 16s attacking me. So when people say we're going to attack you in our faction, so if you look at CSN, CSN is made up of probably only 2 or 3 players that could even attack me. The other 14s and 15s and 16s, the most they're going to do is go in. Yes, you know, you could get a swarm of 10 people if it's coordinated and people can hit you. But this is the thing I'm going to throw out there to everybody. Zane, we're in District 4. So I'm going to talk a little bit about pay-to-play and free-to-play. And I know this is advice is going to go to a lot of different people, not just my factions. But I do gaming videos, and there are people who... Duh. Sorry, I was like stating the obvious, but I have to say it. So there are people in other factions that are subs of mine. Not everybody in this chat is part of the 999 Army. There's people that watch these videos. So I'm not here to isolate myself from everybody that's out there. That would be bad business. So I do have to give advice and help some people out. So number one, this is what I would recommend. If you are somewhere between a free-to-play player and a pay-to-play player, I would suggest spending the money on the game up front if you decide to play it. Here's what I mean by that. Let's say you have a gaming budget of $100, right, over the next couple months. So you plan on spending $100. It would make more sense for you to spend that sooner rather than later. Here's why. Because if you spend it sooner, and I know it sounds like common sense, you can probably go up to level 16 or 17 on about $100. But if you wait until you need triage kits and you're replacing your epics and all of those things, you wait till people are getting much higher than you, then you're going to be spending that $100 to be defensive and to protect what you have, as opposed to spending it up front and then getting more so people can't. So, not telling you to spend. You know, like I said, people do what you want with your own money. You know, I'm not going to incent people. I'm just saying that if you know, for me, it's if I'm going to play it for a little while, I'm going to spend a couple $100 up front. I have a special guest here. What's up, Morris? Come here. Hey. Okay, you want to say hello, don't you? He literally every Zane, if you're in District 7 and you are a very active player, I would absolutely love to have you in District 4. Because we have had a few people kind of switch over. Look at Great Dane. He's like recruiting already. Get him into my kingdom. Get him into my kingdom. Okay, let me go back to a little bit of the tutorial to show you guys. And pardon me if you're offended. I just say guys to everything. It's not being sexist or anything. All right, I'm going to show the crew. I'm going to show the army a little bit of what it takes. So you saw my power at 682. So back to the legends. If you unlock all the legends, so when you take your legend like Rick from level 1 to level 2, you're going to get about 1,000 power. It may be 1,200, whatever. Then you go from 2 to 3, you might get like 1,500. Then you go 3 to 4. So if you take a new legend up from level 1 to level 15, you're going to get, what, 30, 40,000 power? So if I got a brand new legend right now and my power is 682, I would go up to 700. So when you see people's power, what it is that shows me who's not attacking. So let me explain this a little bit, because this is what Eric and a few other top players are doing. You go to leaderboard, and there you can see Eric at 1,624,000. So people are looking at that and they're like, oh, he's dominating people. He's leveling his characters and he's fully healed. He's recouped all his points. If he were attacking and he were like half life, because when you heal, you get your points back as well. So it's a balance between the maximum life of your character and your level, how you can level up. So when I see people like all these players for CSN, a lot of them aren't even attacking. And then you go down here, 999 Gaming, KILZ. Well, yeah, I'm at 1,000,000, but if I go through and heal everybody and then level a couple more characters, then I'm going to be 1.2, 1.3 million. So what it is a balance between attacking and taking the time off and doing some healing. So right now, a lot of these Unchosen are just sitting back, talking big in, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But what they're doing is they're leveling up behind the scenes. They're trying to talk to get people to slow down and to kind of do their own thing, because what they're doing is building up for the events, like the King of the Hill. Now, by the time the King of the Hill starts, don't get me wrong, Eric is very formidable. He is fully maxed. I don't know if he's fully maxed with all, I don't think he's maxed with all of his attackers yet, but he's getting close. But he's fully healed as well. So when that happens, it rolls out, he's going to be ready to go on day number 1. Same thing with me. I can't jump around and do too much damage right now because I am going to have to take some time to heal. But here's the other secret. And this is why some of these factions want to slow you guys down. You got to get out and do swarms. Because the swarms unlock the comic covers. And that can get you an extra advantage. So like 999 Kingdom has been very active. Some of those players have already unlocked the 3rd tier of their legend. So here we go. I'm just going to show you a couple things. So, all right, there's Negan. I just took Negan level 14. You can see I got 2,500 points. So it's based on your power. If I want to train him again, I can go in. Let's train him again. It's going to take an hour to do that. So you can see I kicked up to 684. All right, then we got Harry Noonan. That sounds like some kind of porn name. He just went up 1,100. And you can see Hal Murphy, 1207 for that. If I want to train him again. So you always want to keep these people going. I could speed that up if I wanted to. But then also, I'm 686. Go ahead and heal the people that have taken damage. So when you get attacked and people are like, oh, they crushed my camp, they killed me. Well, all you have to do is heal. The problem is if you're not active, you're not online on a regular basis, then you're not going to heal up before you lose those survivors. So you can see I went up 690,000. Do need to do a little bit more healing. You can see some of these people have taken some damage. But there's a level 23. It's going to take me 2 hours to heal him back up. And that's a little bit of kind of how the power rankings work. So it's just like any other leveling game. The only thing, Kingdom gets just a ton of swarms. Now, a question did come up a little bit before, and this is all Walking Dead games that are out there. I am very active in Road to Survival. I was going to actually stream Road to Survival in the raid event, so don't think because I'm playing this that I'm not playing Road to Survival. In fact, my commitment is still to Road to Survival, but this has gotten me very, very interested. I'm having a good time with this. As long as people get the opportunity to develop and they don't have to go out and spend $500 in order to protect themselves, I don't think it should be like that. And the key, the name of the game is, don't get frustrated and quit. You are going to get attacked. Stacking, grouping up, garrison, you can help each other out. You can see Josh Malone just helped me with a project. So that's the neat thing about this game too, is you can go in and start building and people can help you level stuff up. I know a lot of people in this stream are actually from 999 and they play. KILZ been playing the game. Dowstrom's been playing the game. I saw Jill a little bit earlier. Great Dane plays the game. So if you guys are interested in hanging out, then definitely check it out. Set up an account on District 4. We've got 4 factions over there right now, so you can join one of them. One is just to help people level out, and then the other 3 is it's pretty active. So we'll get involved in events, and we'll get involved in some of the different things. But you know, the big thing in global is that there's a lot of tough talk in global, and yes, 2 or 3 players. But I played Ebony at one point, and now that was a game I mentioned to you guys a couple times where I was ruthless. I would actually go in sometimes 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and just teleport in and just take things from people. So I hope this game doesn't get to that level, but it has a couple times. I mean, obviously people can hit a ceasefire in a couple seconds and protect themselves. That is one cool thing about it, but ceasefires do cost money. So let me open it up to a couple questions. This is not going to be an extremely long stream. I did see Carol McFry was on a little bit earlier. She said, how was Brittany? I played the Britney Spears slot machine, and I ended up, I think, up a little bit because I played it a couple times. I think I lost a few dollars, and then I won it back. Hey, 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 what's up, Ben? Ben is Harimbi. But, you know, Dowstrom, that's the thing, is you can heal right away and keep your players alive a little bit more. And I think it's a little bit when people are just abusive. You know, you hit people, but if your goal is to take a level 12 or level 13 out of the game, then it's a bad goal. And the other thing I'd say is spend your supplies. You know, don't sit on a lot of supplies. You can see this account has a lot of supplies, right? 2.5 million food, 3.5 million, 322,000 lumber. And I am ceasefired. I mean, that'd be a great target. Somebody scans that, they're going to be like, oh man, KILZ got a ton of stuff. Let me hit him like 15, 20 times, take all that stuff. Yeah, but when I upgrade here, I need 3.51 million food and a little bit more lumber. So in a couple hours, I'm going to hit a few targets, and I'm going to get my 500,000. Actually, I need about 1 million food, and I need 50,000 lumber. So I should be able to get that relatively quickly. Great Dane says, KILZ, can I raid you, please? Oh, he just wants those supplies. No, I'm not setting up alt accounts to raid those alt accounts. Honestly, I set up the alt accounts just because I wanted to get enough people into the game because I knew there was going to be some interest in it. But there are people who do that. They'll set up an alt account, and then they level it up, and then they farm it for supplies. But yeah, I don't have time for that stuff. I just want to kind of grow my account, protect a few of my people when I can. But it really is important to understand that you got to rush these headquarters, because rushing the headquarters, I take this from level 15 to 16. You can see if I want to upgrade that, I can't upgrade that to 16 until I get my headquarters. So headquarters first, then that, and then what that is going to allow me to do. See, right now at 15, maximum survivor level is 30. What's key is getting it up to 18, because once you get it up to 18, you can go to 36, which means you get that extra ability. And I'll show you an example. Let me show you a couple of my survivors here. So here's one. So you can see Sam. So Sam started out with not exactly the best one that I wanted. So I thought I was going to go ahead and just kind of make him a person who can go out and sort of take care of raids, but he is an enforcer. But then I got that. So he is kind of well-rounded, and you can see I got him back home to make him into an attacker. At first, I was going to make him into somebody who can just kind of go out and the speed of his missions and then carry a whole bunch of stuff coming back. But that 20% legendary right there. And you get these every 5 levels. The only thing, here's Roger too. Roger is definitely, look at this, plus 100% experience point. So you definitely want to be in a party with him. Oh, yes, you guys saw low battery. I told you guys I was having some battery issues. And this game is a super drain on your battery. Let me also give you guys some advice. If you are having issues, go into your settings and lower your settings, because you don't really need high graphics on this, because it's pretty much terrain. And I mean, how high do you need the graphics to be? There we go. All right. I want to show a little bit of the map. I'm not going to show chords or anything else along those lines. So, hey, I'm going to open it up for a couple questions you guys may have with the game. We got about 5 minutes, and then we're going to switch over to the 999 Sports channel. If you guys want to get involved in some of the football picks for today, we're going to have a lot of fun with those. Some surprises, and we're going to pick who we think. We did that with college football yesterday, and I was close. I was close on a couple upsets. I picked Iowa, and they had it right down to the end, and Penn State pulled it out. So that would have been pretty crazy stuff. So, yeah, change your settings to the lowest setting. So, that's right, and this is the thing, guys. Get involved in swarms. Don't be bullied by bigger players right now. Just go out and do your thing. I mean, get with your group, enjoy the game, have a good time, and I'll try to do my best to keep some of the bullies from going around and swarming people. I can't target all of them. I mean, I can help with some, but honestly, I can't just pour it in and crush everybody. And that's sort of what's gotten me a bad reputation at this point. So, Zane, definitely when you get on D4, just message and let people know. But just a message out to the Army. You guys want to get involved in some fun gameplay, get out there, and definitely, if you're pay to play, then I would love to have you like level 20. That would be awesome to have 2 or 3 level 20s. Just to kind of enforce the peace a little bit. If you have teams healing and training, can they defend? I don't think so. Great Dane. I think if you scan them and they're healing or they're marching or they're out, that they won't show up. And it'll go directly to your fortification. I'm pretty sure that's kind of the way it works. I'll ask a couple of the other players. All right, everybody. Next week, we are going to do Walking Dead Road to Survival in the live stream, because we'll have wars going on, and I'm going to do some live war with those. And also, I will be getting back this week into No Man's Land, and I'll keep you guys posted as Our World comes out, because I'm definitely going to be doing some AR. Thank you guys for being very flexible. I appreciate you guys not only changing from 11 o'clock to 11:30 just for today, but also with the technical issues a couple minutes late. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Hopefully, this gives you a little bit of insight into the game if you decide that you want to play and hang out. It can get a little ruthless from time to time, so I do want to forewarn you with that. And it does take some time. So if you don't have the time to commit to it, don't. I mean, I'll still be doing other stuff with you guys. We're going to switch it over right now. Over next in 12:15, we're going to do 999 Sports. We're going to talk a little bit about NFL. So if you guys are not subbed to that channel, check it out and get over there and hang out with us a little bit. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate everything that you guys do, and I will talk to you all soon. Peace.